I'm here with Apollo, Team Impulse. He's just, well, you couldn't do the 3-0 like TL did yesterday, but you did do a 3-1. How much of that was because, from what I understand, Zhao Zhao did not have runes or masteries?
I didn't know this until after the match, but yeah, I guess he didn't have masteries. I think it was no mastery. I'm pretty sure he had runes, but no masteries. So I don't actually know if that would have made a difference, but still kind of weird.
I mean, interesting that it happened in the one game you guys lost, right?
Yeah, that's true. It's true. So we could just blame it on that. Like, with the masteries, 3-0, easy. Gravity sucks.
I don't know if you want to blame that. It's like, oh yeah, level 5 players can do things that Xiao Zhao can't, like pick masteries before a game.
We always say before the game, do runes and masteries. Yeah. But maybe because he doesn't speak English, he just completely doesn't actually listen to me. But, it happens.
He's just busy doing whatever. And now we're getting Alex Gu just in the window of the thing watching. There we go. The manager. Yeah. Yeah. Now we know he's got a little American shirt going on thing. I don't know. Okay, so take Americans indeed. I agree. Well, okay. So let's go ahead and get into the mic doesn't catch up. Cross my fingers. So you guys take me through the games and through like the preparation for Gravity, because you guys came in here like both you guys teams that a lot of people counted out, and now you guys are in this match. So what was the preparation, and then how did that end up playing out in the games?
I mean, the prep was just pretty normal, like prep what we usually do for every game. Just to go through kind of picks and bans scenarios, right? Like see what we want to play and see what we've been practicing and how well we've been doing in scrims. And yeah, it just seemed like I think it seemed like we were a little bit more prepared because we had like a variety of champions that we knew that we could pull out and like maybe surprise them a bit. Even though a lot of people have been saying that Keen was kind of like this X factor, like he always had this weird champions, in which he did pull out the Fizz and pulled out the Oriana and Vlad, but we kind of knew how to play against everything except for maybe the Fizz, so we just banned that.
But I mean, you say it's a normal preparation, but isn't it a little different because instead of preparing for two teams, you prepare for one that's going to be a best of 5 series?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like the best of 5, I guess, is a little bit different, but for the most part, honestly, I think for the most part, it's pretty much the same. Like, I think we played it as if like it's like one game at a time, right? Like we knew what they could pick, what we could pick. It's just we had to adapt during the set rather than like preparing the whole time.
And you guys lost that second game. What was going through the team? Were you like, oh God, is this whenever we start to slip back, or what happens?
I mean, it was obviously, like, it sucks obviously losing, and it was like, okay, well, we gotta, we knew what we did wrong. Usually, like during the game, we're like, okay, well, the dragon fights we didn't do that well, and the Fizz played really well, and kind of, just didn't know how to play against it. So, we focused up and did our picks and bans better and made sure that we didn't pick these really bad fights, and we just played well.
Yeah, we talked about that already, Alex. He did forget his masteries, but thank you for adding that into the interview, Alex. Well, while Apollo and I are trying to get work done here, we'll just sit there on his phone. He's just done. He's over. All right, moving on. I mean, as much as I want to scold him right now, your management and the tip management, I think before the split, a lot of people were like, oh yeah, LMQ's just dead, and they're picking up Adrian, who knows that, like, oh, Apollo, he was that kid on Coast that everyone likes to ask you questions about how you sucked before and now you're okay. It was a strange thing where you've got Koreans, Chinese players, North American players. Whenever you joined the team, did you think that you could make it to playoffs and then up to even fourth or third, or who knows what's next for you guys?
Honestly, I didn't really think about it that far. Like I just thought about improving as a team, like seeing as much like thinking about how much I can do to improve as a team, like and towards the end of the split, I was like, okay, well, we can do well in playoffs. Like we'll be able to do well in playoffs.
And I think Gravity kind of hinted at this as well, is that for them, and Impact even said, like in the little opening sequence, we were just looking to kind of try to get used to being a team, and yet now you guys are. Do you think that you've surpassed expectations? I mean, you said that you figured by the end that you could do it, but do you think you've surpassed like the team's expectations?
Yeah, I think so. We kind of got like over this really big hurdle. Like, I don't know really what happened, but we just like meshed well together, and it was a little unexpected. Like, I didn't expect for us to do so well versus TSM, C9, Team Liquid, CLG, but we just once we kind of got like our confidence built up, then it felt like a little easier.
Speaking of confidence, you guys have to go against TSM next week. Interesting. The community perception seems to be that they are far beyond everyone else right now, and that like there was this whole discussion that was taking place in a thread about like that special interview that I did where he said that NA teams could match up against Korean teams, and people were like, "Oh, only TSM could," right? So at the very least, the community perception is that TSM is this powerhouse, right? First off, do you think that that's true? And secondly, what do you think your chances are against these guys next week?
They were saying that TSM can be like the only NA team that can compete with the Koreans. Yeah. I don't think that's true. Like, I think NA is actually in a pretty strong point right now. I mean, just judging off of IEM, and it's obviously kind of hard. There's like a lot of other factors that went into IEM, but as the scene is, or like maybe like coming next split, like teams are going to keep on improving, and I don't know. We'll see. I guess I don't really care too much about like how we match up versus Koreans. Okay, so it doesn't really matter.
I mean, the only reason I bring it up is because people say like if they're the only team that can go up against the Koreans, then that means you have a huge undertaking next week, right? Because that would imply that they're like way ahead of the rest of North America, right? If they're the only people that can really compete on the international stage. So do you think that you do have this huge undertaking that you guys have to take down this like Titan team or whatever, and that it'll be a huge upset if you win? Or do you think that like, hey, we've done it before, we can do it again?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's that big of like a gap. Like, I think they're a good team. Don't get me wrong; they're a really strong team. They have like these really strong individual players, but we're definitely good enough to beat them. And I think it's maybe the best of 5 format that might kind of determine our win or loss. Like, they may just be better at that. They may adapt better, and we may not adapt as well. So we'll see. But I think it should be a close match.
Should be a close match. Okay. That some people say that sometimes, and then they regret it, or sometimes they're like, "We stomped them." Like, it could be anything. Right?
It isn't a close match, and we get 0-3. Like, sorry. I'm sorry.
Preemptively apologizing for the confidence. That's where we're at now. You have to be like, listen, I'm making a bold statement here.
Someone's gonna become my rival, and then there's gonna be problems, and I'm gonna get flamed.
Do you have a rival? I mean, I know like Lustboy and Pobelter are apparently rivals, and there's a lot of rivalry between certain people. Who's your rival? Piglet? Because you trash talked Piglet in the beginning. You said really mean things about him.
I thought Piglet was my rival. Like, I thought we were we're in it, but then apparently Riot was like, "Oh, Double Lift and Piglet rivalry now." So they kind of like took over that spotlight, and now I don't have a rival anymore. They took away my rival. So no rival. Maybe someday I can trash talk on your interview again. We can light things up, but
Riot took away your rival. Yeah, that's just so mean of them, It's like, I thought I had this guy.
I thought we had something.
Well, if you could pick another one, who would it be?
I don't want to choose. Yeah? Yeah, no.
There's too many?
It's not. I have to think about it. Like, I have to go home and think about it.
Okay. So tonight, whenever you get into bed, you'll just be staring at the ceiling, being like, who is my rival? Yeah. Now, okay, can you give me odds or percentages for next week against TSM?
I don't know, man. That's stupid.
Mike picks up a lot, by the way. Very sensitive.
Okay, let's see. Okay, I'll be reasonable. No. Let's see about being reasonable or being confident. Yeah. I'll say. Can I just say 50-50?
Yeah, I mean, it's a cop-out, and everyone knows it, but if that's what you want, 50-50. Hooray. A coin flip, right?
Yeah, I guess it's like, it's not that good for an interview.
Yeah,
It should be like,
it's fine.
80-30. We're going to smash these guys. Wait, 80-20. Whoops, math. Cut that out. Cut that part out. Okay, so we're good.
You've got it coming for you, TSM. 80-30. This is the guy that's going to take you out. Nobody watches it? Why do you say that?
Because nobody watches me. It's not you, Travis. It's me.
Why do you think that is?
Because of Wiz Fusion ruined everything. Yeah.
Is that your arch enemy, Wiz Fusion? The twin that, yeah.
Everyone thinks I'm him, but I'm really not. It's an evil twin.
Do you, you probably love it when people ask you, like Dash did today, like, oh yeah, like you've improved tremendously from back when you were just a fucking terrible player. Yeah.
Gary. God, how does it feel to become actually good at this game?
Do you feel like you're just haunted by Wiz Fusion, by your past on Coast?
I don't know. I think people like overlook the fact that you can actually get better over time. Like it's like as if when the person becomes into professional gaming, like they start decaying and like they're just getting worse and worse. And oh my God, he's actually getting better. Yeah. It's a fucking miracle. but
that's what they all say, right? Is that they're not overlooking it. They're like, listen, you got way better. Like it is. Between back then, but now, right? Isn't that what they're all saying? Is that you got better? They're not. It's the opposite, right?
I'm glad they're noticing it. Like they could just be like, "Oh, wow, he's still the same." Yeah. So I mean, it's better. I'm glad that they notice I'm better. But I just worked hard, and I guess maybe some people don't really work hard, so maybe they're surprised. Yeah. I just worked hard and got better.
Who is an example of someone who doesn't work hard?
What the hell?
You said some people don't.
One guy in my high school. I think his name was Brian. Okay. He's an awful worker. Yeah. He does not work hard.
But the NALCS is all filled with very productive and efficient players. Is what you're saying. Okay.
That's other than LCS. What do you think? Do you think they just sit at home and watch anime and play Super Smash Brothers? No. They work hard in solo queue and scrims and watch replays like I do. And Smash Brothers.
Take a sip of the water. We can do that now. Just a nice little break here in the interview. Refresh yourself. It's kind of nice. What are you guys going to do now? Where are you going to go for dinner?
I don't know. I might go out with friends to eat, or I can just go with our team. Okay, I have to go with the team.
You were thinking about ditching out?
Well, I was going to ask Alex.
Is this like what I Will Dominate said? He's like, well, we talk to each other now, but we might not be friends after this. He said that about TL and the Rebirth show. Is that how you feel? Where you're like, I could go out with friends or I could go with the team, as if there's a difference. Is the team not your friends?
No, because I haven't seen my friends in a while, so they just wanted to eat or come and hang out. But it's not a big deal. I like hanging out with my team. My team is.
But now you're shackled down by Alex. He won't let you go hang out with your friends. That's what I understand.
Horrible management, but don't tell him I said that because that'd be weird.
I understand. Is there anything you want to say to any of your fans out there, Apollo? I mean, you guys have now moved on to at least fourth place, possibly even higher. So anything you want to say?
Thank you for supporting me and Team Impulse, and try to forget about Wiz Fusion, and shout out to our sponsors, Zubu and Koyos.
Very good. Thank you so much, Wiz Fusion. You can check out the rest of our coverage of all things LCS at ongamers.com.